Tarkov is one of the most realistic games I've ever played. With the complex game mechanics and realistic visuals, I'm amazed that this game is not only available to play, but it scratches an itch I didn't know I had. I was first introduced to Tarkov a couple of years ago after seeing some videos online. This game had the most brutal consequences I've ever seen, and I eventually knew I needed to try it. After being familiar with the rules, I knew that what you brought into the game was all up for grabs, and anything you lose is lost forever. I finally bit the bullet and bought the game a couple of weeks ago, and this is my first successful raid and escape from Tarkov. Starting off this raid, I was scared. It's been a couple of days since I last played, and the controls are all still a bit fuzzy. Trying to find an entrance into the mall, I got spotted by either a scav or PMC that started shooting towards me, and since I brought no gear to lose, I knew my knife wasn't going to cut it. I bolted. With hearing a choir of gunshots that eventually ended, I tried to weasel my way back into the building. Finding my way into the garage was the first success of the raid so far. I raised the brightness of the video to make it easier for you guys to see, but when I tell you it was dark, it was very dark. Here's what I saw in the game. Bumping into shipping containers and random trailers, I found my first source of light, only to find a scav fire at me before exploring further. I was scared that the sound of gunshots were making other players aware of our location, so I quickly ran and climbed a container and did my best at hiding, only to find out that my hiding spot gave me no protection. Even though I died, my spirits weren't gone. I made the smart decision to enter the raid with nothing, so in the end I didn't lose anything, and I gained a little bit more experience and knowledge of how interactions in Tarkov works. My next raid went a little differently though. Wanting a better way to defend myself, I decided to bite the bullet and enter with the pistol that was included in my stash when I got the game. This was the first thing from my stash that I'm risking to lose. My confidence was riding a lot on me making it out alive. Entering the map, I was introduced to a sign that said mines were ahead. And knowing from my last session in Tarkov, those mines are real and no joke. I decided to take it safe and go the other way, raising my chances of leaving uninjured. Another thing I decided to change on this raid was the use of a map. I had no idea where the evacs were or how to even find them. So after looking a fair bit on the map, I was pretty sure I knew where I was going and continued towards an evac, hoping to find some extra gear on the way. While exploring around, I thought I heard some footsteps, only for a scav to walk into my view. A few pops in the head calmed my nerves, and I crawled towards the body in hopes of better loot. An extra gun, a harness, and some more ammunition. While I was excited for everything I found, my stomach dropped to a new low knowing I was only halfway of my goal. I still had the problem of finding my way out, alive. Looking on the map one extra time, I beelined my way to the closest exit on the map. On the way though, people were having a very loud discussion with their guns, and the sounds were getting closer and closer towards me. While crawling and hiding around the rocks, I made it to the location on the map only to find out that this particular exit was not active. I had no clue where to go now. Checking the evac locations, I thought I found another exit that was close by, so again I beelined it only to find that one was not active either, because it doesn't work for PMCs. Now my nerves were ice cold, and I was worried that I had to go back to the gunshots and find another exit. However, there was a third exit close by, so relying on the saying third time the charm, I headed towards it. And I was relieved to find out that this was active, and I successfully completed my first Tarkov raid. While I still have a lot more ahead of me in my journey through Tarkov, let me know what to keep an eye out for and other tips you have for me. Thanks for watching and take care.